Hello and welcome. I'm Nicole Zapata, a school recycling coordinator for the Carton Council of North America. Today, we'll be diving into one of the many valuable resources that the Carton Council has available for schools to implement a school carton recycling program. You can find all Carton Council resources on our website at recyclecartons.com by clicking on the Resources tab at the top of the page. The Carton Council offers two primary resources for recycling program implementation. One is the Comprehensive Startup Guide that walks you through the steps of setting up your recycling program, and the other is the Best Practices Guide. Today, we're delving into the Best Practices Guide. This resource is packed with insights and strategies, serving as your go-to manual for driving carton recycling initiatives within your school or district. So, if you're a principal, superintendent, school nutrition professional, custodian, the green champion for your school's recycling program, or anyone tasked with establishing a school recycling program, this resource is for you. Please download the resource from our website to refer back to after you've listened to this guide. Let's dive in. The first section of the guide focuses on having the right equipment for a successful carton recycling program. If you do not already have a system for removing liquid contamination, you'll want to address this first. Likely the biggest concern you'll need to address in your program is liquid contamination. The cartons should be as empty and dry as possible. To do this, you should have 3 containers. One for students to dump their liquid into with a strainer to ensure cartons, wrappers, straws, and food do not fall into the liquid container. One to place empty cartons for recycling, and one to put their trash. In addition to this setup, clear signage is needed to tell students what they should be putting into each bin. A plastic or mesh bag to get out as much liquid as possible so your cartons are as dry as possible, and a litter stick so you can easily place an item in the correct bin if it doesn't get placed correctly. Schools have implemented various solutions for this problem. For instance, some schools use buckets with strainers to dump leftover liquid. Others use metal funnel attached to a hose that empties into a sink. And others have installed a spigot at the bottom of a residual liquids container to make it easier for custodians to pour the residual liquids into a floor sink. Get creative. For example, one school's custodian faced difficulty lifting residual milk containers, so they placed them on dollies for easy transportation. Now let's talk about your recycling stations. Age-appropriate materials are key. Ensure each container has clear, kid-friendly signage depicting what goes where. Color coordinate bins and signs for easy recognition. Incorporate kid-friendly language and images of common cafeteria foods. Make recycling fun. Consider simple touches like crafting smiley face openings for cartons, as seen in this example from another school. Take inspiration from initiatives like this New York City-based school, offering free toolkit materials for anyone to use. Simplify processes for students and custodians. Add wheels to the station for easy mobility. Design recycling container openings to limit contamination. Schools can utilize equipment they have on hand to create a sorting station, or come up with creative solutions, such as partnering with a local business that was able to provide the custom metal sorting station in the top photo. There may be occasions when meals are eaten outside of the cafeteria. Involve students and make it as streamlined as possible. This not only encourages a sense of responsibility and ownership among students, but also promotes sustainability education and awareness within the school community. By engaging students in recycling practices outside the cafeteria, schools can expand their recycling efforts and instill lifelong habits of environmental stewardship. In alternative collection settings, such as classrooms, involving students in the process can streamline carton recycling. For example, this school conducts breakfast in classrooms where students handle every step, from picking up food to managing recycling and trash bins on rolling dollies. After breakfast, residual milk is disposed of and cartons are placed in a blue recycling bin. Both trash and recycling bins are positioned next to the sink for convenience. The bins are then placed for collection by the custodian who prepares them for the next day. Remember, you want your recyclables clean, empty, and dry. So make sure your station is equipped with all of the right tools, which we've already touched on earlier, including an empty station and something that will allow students to drain liquids and allow cartons to dry out. Another essential step is to keep your cartons loose. You can either have kids place them loose directly in the recycling container or have it lined with a plastic bag and then empty the bag into the recycling collection container. The photo at the bottom shows what happens when cartons are stored in closed plastic bags. They start to decompose and can't be recycled. Set up a green team. Have kids from all grades join in. Make them feel invested and that they're a part of something special. Consider having the older kids teach the younger ones. Find a leader for your school's carton recycling program. This could be a custodian, teacher, student, parent, food service director, or even the principal. Having a champion in charge is beneficial because it means someone is always on top of things, making sure everything runs smoothly. Engage the entire school in the creative process by involving students, teachers, and parents in designing your bin signage. This not only fosters collaboration, but also makes the signs more impactful and meaningful. Consider hosting a contest to spark even more creativity. Learn how other schools have successfully implemented their carton recycling programs and the key takeaways about the importance of community involvement, full school support, and other critical factors. We encourage you to explore these tips in the Best Practices Guide on your own time. We've linked the equipment pieces we've referred to in this page, making it more convenient for you to get your program running smoothly. These resources are here to support your ongoing efforts in reducing waste at your school. We encourage you to explore these resources in the Best Practices Guide on your own time. If you have any further questions or need additional support with your waste reduction efforts, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at the Carton Council. You can contact us through our website at recyclecartons.com or by emailing us directly at info@recyclecartons.com. We're here to help you every step of the way in creating a more sustainable school environment. Thank you and keep up the good work.